Hello, welcome to Katrina's Creations. Today is day 20, so let me show you the lighthouse for today. Looks like a picture taken at night. And we will take a peek. We got two in here for today. And we have another pink and a mauve. We had another one like that earlier this time, so we got another pink and mauve. And there it is, the fiber. This is a hedgehog fiber. It's called Fool's Gold. And there you can see it, very pretty. And this is 20 grams. It's 90% merino, 10% nylon. It's super, super soft. So that is the fiber of the day. Now, I had a lady at church ask if I would like some of her yarn. She was cleaning things out. Yes, please. She gave me more than yarn. It's really exciting. So here's what we're going to talk about today. What did I get from Jean at church? Well, the first thing she gave me is something I have wanted for a long time. This is one of those old-fashioned work baskets that opens up. I had one of these years ago, but it was about half this size. This is huge. So I can actually put all of my projects in here and have them sitting, other than how they're sitting right now, which is in a pile on the floor next to my chair, and then the skeins of yarn roll around and get lost and tangled up in the cart. So this will be perfect. So, and it has inside, there's pockets right in here too, which is nice because you know me, I like pockets. So I liked this. This was cool. Then she gave me this whole tote bag full of goodies. So let's take a look. Some of these will be shared with grandchildren, I believe, because there's some games in here. One is Scrabble to Go, and it's all with like dice. You play Scrabble with dice. So yeah, that'll be fun to play with the older grandkids. And then she also gave me Jenga, which I'm very familiar with Jenga. The funny thing is I watched a documentary on this, on how this came about years ago, well, it came about years ago, but it's just recently that I watched this documentary. It was really interesting because it was like a single mom had this idea, and I forget what language they got the word Jenga from, but it came from another language, and they actually, one of the companies that wanted to take on the toy company, make this as a toy, wanted to change the name, and she said she refused to change the name. She specifically wanted it to be called this because it had some meaning to her, and so it eventually, after years and years, she was able to sell it and make a huge profit. But yeah, it was an interesting story, so just Google it, you'll find it, but it was really interesting. Then there's also 2 sets of knitting needles in here. There is a straight set of needles, which I don't use, so these might get passed on to somebody else. They are US 10s. So yeah, I use interchangeable needles or circular needles, but the other set is a circular needle, and I think, yeah, this is also a US 10. So I think these are boys because they've got the kind of stiffer cord. So I'm pretty sure these are boys. I have a pair just like this, but a different size. So now we'll get to the yarn that's in here. There's some, I know what this is. This is homespun. Yeah, so that I recognize. That's homespun. And then it looks like she did a lot of shopping at Ollie's because all of these are older. I don't know that this is still made. This is Lion Brand, and she only paid 99 cents because Ollie's is a discount place. But it is Lion Brand. It's called Lion Brand Fun. And it's 100% acrylic. It's a 4-weight, which is worsted. And it's a 50-gram ball. There's 85 yards per skein. So we have it in red, And I don't think it has an official name. I think it's just red. Yeah, it just says on it red. And then we have some of it in baby blue. And this looks like it's a little thicker. Nope, it says it's the same thing. It is the same, it's the same yarn. It just looks thicker, but it's the same. So baby blue. And then we have some in pink. We have a different type. This is an old yarn. I can tell looking at the label. It says 3 Pagan or Pagan Solaria Done. It's a German yarn because the writing on it is in German also. It says it's 50 grams, 100% sure wool. Sure wool? I think that means wool. It feels like wool. And this is not a, this is like a fingering weight. It does not say the sizing on it. It's a lavender, but it's, you can see on my finger. It is definitely a lighter weight. So I'd say this is probably a 2 or a 3, somewhere around there. And then there's this, which I don't know what it is. It's a worsted weight. It feels like an acrylic, and it's a tan. And then there's some others that don't have ball bands on it. There's a hot pink and an orange and a white. And this is another, this is an old Red Heart when it was owned by Coates and Clark. So just looking at the label, trying to see if there's a price on it or what she paid years ago, but nope, it doesn't say. But I mean, you can tell looking at the label, it's an older skein of yarn. And then there is a bunch of like the doily weight yarn. So we have a hot pink. That looks like something spilled on it, maybe. Yeah, something spilled on that. Then we have gold, and there's another little bit of gold. And then there is a rose color. And I actually, my granddaughter loves scarves, like head scarves, made out of this weight. And some of her college friends like them too, to hold their hair back. So there's that one. There is an ecru color. Some more of that hot pink. It's the same color. This is the one that has the stain on it. This one has a little bit too, so I might not be able to use that. There's some black and some green, and running out of room here. Some more ecru. It's lighter than this one, as you can see. And ooh, a sparkly gold one. There you can see it. It's got sparkles in it. That's pretty. And it looks like a white, but when you look at it, it's a very, very, very pale green. So yeah, that was in the box for today. So, or in the tote bag. So yes, thank you, Jean. It will be used. You know me, it won't go to waste. So yeah, I might be able to make some more scarves and things for our next craft fair out of that. And the other yarns I will probably use to make like more stuffies for next year, little stuffed animals, because those really, I dropped a knitting needle. Those really seem to sell the best this past year was the stuffed animals. I think Kim and I both did the best with our stuffed animals. So that will be what I will concentrate on making. As I'm talking, I'm throwing yarn back into the tote. But yeah, that will be what I concentrate on making. Wouldn't this make a nice little teddy bear with little button eyes? That might be what it turns into. So yeah, that is my yarn haul for today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.